Our boy Vivek, y'all. This is a great man.
Let's see what he said. I spoke to Holly earlier today. The woman tragically assaulted in Cincinnati this weekend. She's a single working mom who went to a friend's birthday party. It's unconscionable that there were no police present in that area of Cincinnati on a Friday night, or even an ambulance to take her to the hospital. Hardworking Americans shouldn't have to worry about their safety when they go to have a good time in our cities. Holly said that not a single local or state official had yet reached out as of earlier this afternoon, other than one police detective. Leftists like to lecture about systematic injustice while thugs turn our cities into war zones. I'm done with their excuses. As governor, I'll make sure they're behind bars, not running wild. Our cops will have the green light to restore order, no apologies. Holly appreciates the kind words and prayers from patriots across the country and hopes that the publicity around her story ensures that local and state leaders clean up our failing cities. We hope to visit Holly as soon as she recovers.
Yeah, man. I think one thing that people on the left always say, and that I kind of really just don't understand, is the justice system. Oh, the justice system is just so corrupt, and we lock up black men and all this. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be honest. 6.5% of the population is responsible for over 50% of murders. That demographic is going to be arrested more. Clearly.
Yeah.
They murder more. If you murder more, you go to jail more. There's no excuses, bro. It's evil. It's bad.
Let's just
put stats say what it is.
Let's just put an if here. We know the stats say what they say. So if you know that these people and these percentages, people that fit in these percentages are likely to commit or have committed these crimes, I mean, it's going to lead to more arrests of those people. That's just simple math. People are going to,
it's not injustice.
Those kind of people commit those crimes. We're going to monitor them a little more. Oh, we caught you. You're going to jail.
What is a common saying? Oh, they're trying to do this to an innocent black man. That's because all the other black men are ruining it for the innocent ones.
That's facts.
All y'all are ruining it because then they look at us and they think, well, y'all might be like them because we look the same. We're the same age. Yeah. And it's like, damn, I'm going to be real. Even when I see some young black men my age, depending on how they dress, depending on how they look, I might watch them more closely. You know? I'm sorry. It's to that point now. Is it mean to the regular black folks? Honestly, no, because I'm a regular black folk and I wouldn't take no offense to it if somebody said that, hey, you know, I got to watch you young black men closer. You know, I say, hey, you do. But you really do.
When somebody talk to you, they'll understand.
They'll understand. See, because I'm not going to portray that type of behavior. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like people act like it's a more big deal to be mean or to accidentally be mean and to say that black men, young black men are violent. They act like that is worse than them actually murdering people and being actually violent. But like there's more outrage about one thing than the other thing.
You know, our culture promote that though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. So. We not only do we promote it, I have seen black people be proud of it. Your hood is not more hood than my hood. We are thugging way harder than y'all. Yeah. And they will argue over who is essentially more evil.
Who got more body?
Literally.
I'd like to make a point. And we also see leftists say things like defund the police. I mean, when we see things like what just happened in New York and this, I believe that shows that we need more police. In my opinion, we need more police out there doing police work. I mean, they have to do their job. When I'm at an event and there's a lot of people, I feel safe when I see a lot of police.
Me too.
Me too.
I want to see the police lights. I want to see a lot of cops.
Me too.
And the fact that they were at an event and there's no cops,
yeah,
I'm just keeping it 100. If I see a certain demographic, and I'm telling you this as a black guy, if I see a bunch of black people and there's no cops
or security,
I prefer police. I prefer police because they have guns and they're gonna de-escalate it once them guns pulled out. But I promise I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to be on my P's and Q's the whole time. I'm going to be on my toes. I'm going to be on high alert.
That's facts.
And that's just based on my life experience because I know this is, and like Brock said, 6% of the population commits 50% of the murders. Those murders are committed against people that look like them. Me being someone that looks like them.
You a target.
I'm a target. I know that possibly the biggest threat to me as a black man is possibly another black person. I mean, so like we're hearing all this white supremacy and all this other shit, that goes out one ear and out the other. I mean, I've lived a blessed life. I've had a lot of successful and opportunities, but white supremacy is not the biggest threat to me.
Hell no. Hell no.
Based on my life experience, I'm more afraid of these YNs, these thugs, these violent people like this out here.
And they'll say you a cool if you take that take. That's not being a...
I just got to keep it 100.
Yeah, nah, that's a great take. I'm honestly, y'all, I've been really trying to better my life and be a better Christian. And I want to get on here and say things, that aren't controversial and mean. But at a certain point, you got to call a spade a spade. Young black men are violent and dangerous. And the stats say so. Obviously not all. Because look at who we're with. Look at who,
They got video evidence. It's to the point that
there's every level of evidence. If you put every single person in the world, or at least in America, if you put every person in America on a lie detector test, you show a picture of a YN, is he dangerous? Maybe. Question mark.
yes,
Everyone's gonna have the same response.
I'm gonna be honest here, and I don't like to denigrate black people because I believe in black people. I believe that majority of black people are good law-abiding citizens, but we do have to address that there are we have a subculture of violent and degenerate people. Extremely violent, extremely degenerate people. But I know that it's being reinforced when I go on X or I go on these social media and I see these fight pages and it's majority black people. And then I see black people in the comments like almost encouraging it and egging it on, not calling it out. So to me, I believe that is a problem. And I think like this type of stuff is deplorable. I will never be on the side of people that do stuff like this because of your skin color. I'm just not that type of man. I support good people regardless of what your color is. And if you're a bad person, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I don't care what you call me for that. That's just what it is.
Another topic I want to cover real quick. Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. Social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity and enforcing the law. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult. Go ahead, right here.
Thank you. Two questions. Where were the nearest
Dude
officers?
slapping.
In the central business section, they were working. They were both in vehicles, and like I said, they had to maneuver through the traffic.
My second question is, you had said social media, news media distorted the content of what actually happened. What exactly was distorted? I understand that there was multiple views of the video, but exactly what led up to this? I mean, what was distorted?
Yeah, so I think by the irresponsibility with social media is it just shows one side of the equation quite frequently without context, without factual context. And then people run with that. And then it grows legs and it becomes something bigger.
But what does that do with your
we
investigation?
then have to try to manage as part of the investigation.
I'm confused.
Can you pause it? It's because the dude slapped on X. All you saw was them just beating up on.
But let's be honest. Does that slap justify what happened?
No.
To me personally, I don't think if I slap someone that I deserve to be beaten by a mob of people and be head stomped when I'm unconscious. Period.
I understand, but you did touch him. Like that would never.
Okay, right.
I'm not saying they ain't justified, but if you didn't put your hands on that person, that would never happen at all. That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's the truth.
But does that justify a mob beating?
In some people's eyes, yes, because you touched them.
And those people are ridiculous, bro.
You touched
that's
them.
not a logical
That one
response.
lady.
That's not a proportional response to what was like. It's one thing if it was 1-on-1 and the dude who got slapped beat his ass. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I won't even deny
that. Would be the appropriate response.
That's a much more appropriate response. This is a Like, this is not even equal response on any level.
This is like
at all.
Carmelo Anthony.
Facts.
He touched me, so we tried to kill him.
Facts.
That's the exact same thing.
Facts. Facts.
That's what they did.
They brutally beat him like
And then they were
savages
beating
and
people who
stomped on
didn't
his
even,
head.
that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
top of that,
it's just a brawl at that point.
I said that's wrong, but
And I'm gonna be honest.
if that dude
No,
didn't
no,
slap
you're
him,
right.
See, I
if
disagree,
that,
bro.
if that dude did
I
not slap
disagree.
him, bro.
I disagree.
That's what I'm
Listen.
saying. If somebody slapped y'all
No,
on the street
but listen
and we're
though.
downtown,
But listen
what are
though.
you gonna do?
But
Think
listen
we
though,
gonna mob beat him?
in that
I'm not gonna say
situation,
mob beat him. I
in
ain't
that
gonna mob beat him.
situation, I'm gonna keep it real. How it looked, how it was escalating, and all those people around. I think that would happen even if he didn't slap him.
I don't think so.
I think it would. They
I
looked
think
like they
I'm not-
wanted.
They
violence.
wanted
I'ma be-
smoke,
I'ma be
but
honest.
until
They
he
wanted
smacked him,
violence.
that's
I'm
what
gonna be honest,
happened.
when you're surrounded by people and someone's instigating,
It makes it
and the
more.
situation is very tense and it shows no sign of de-escalation, and I hate to say it, and they're black, there is always a threat of violence. I hate to say that though, but we got to keep it 100.
The numbers.
We got to keep it 100.
The numbers.
I'm just saying, bro.
Like, I'm just keeping it 100. That was not a proportional response.
That was really like Carmelo Anthony.
Like
case.
the only way I would say
That's-
if
it was
the
too
only way
different.
I was saying that
It
dude
was
was
way too
justified in
different.
getting beat like that is if he stole, if he had a weapon, if he was a threat to them around him, he slapped somebody.
Hey,
Should have been
Just
one-on-one.
At the very
It
least,
should've
a
been
couple
one-on-one.
punches,
For
boom,
sure.
boom.
Yeah, I can
I
even see
agree.
2-on-1.
I can see the 1-on-one.
6-on-1.
I said
near
them
death.
jumping them, how bad it was. They
People who-
OD'd, but
And half them people who was jumping
lie.
them probably weren't even friends with the dude who got slapped. They probably don't even know that dude. They just seen another black man beating up a white man and they said, monkey see, monkey do. And they joined in too. No even pun intended on that.
Video of a brawl in downtown Cincinnati over the weekend has been seen by millions of people. Many are angry about it, including city officials and national leaders, including Vice President J.D. Vance and billionaire Elon Musk. Tonight, Cincinnati's mayor and his challenger in November are offering two different responses to this past weekend's violence. But we're going to start our team coverage tonight with reaction from Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi. WCPO9 News reporter Sean Delancey was at her press conference within the last few hours. And Sean, the chief seemed not only fired up, but very defensive about a lot of things.
Yeah, Brett, this is probably the most passionate I've seen Police Chief Teresa Thigi in recent memory. She initially began by laying out a statement of facts as far as they know them now, but then she had moved on to speaking about how people were recording this fight and not reporting it. She chastised the people in this fight, saying that they were setting a bad example for the youth in this community amid a rash of youth violence. And then she also talked about how media needs to do a better job of handling all of this. Now, the chief, of course, referencing this viral video that spread since Saturday morning. Thigi says that the first and only 911 call came in around 3:06. First officer on scene got there 6 minutes later, but most people had already left, according to the chief. Still, Thigi says that they've been able to file charges against 5 people up to now, though when we asked, she would not describe what those charges were or whether they've located the people facing those charges. Thigi called everything seen in the videos unacceptable.
Anyone who put their hands on another individual during this incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. I don't care which side of the incident or the fight they were on.
Okay, now to the things we talked about around where this investigation stands. Thigi says more than 100 people were in the area and they only got one 911 call. She says that people should be angry about that. As for our role in the fast spread of this story on social media, she called on everyone to do better to show all sides. Now, I asked her why the department waited days to hold a press conference addressing the incident, allowing information to spread unchecked. On that, Chief Thigi said that she was waiting for investigators to do their jobs and that putting information out too early would be irresponsible. She did not address how all of this started as far as they're concerned.
So,
All right.
lots of crime happening downtown Cincinnati. It's getting worse.
It says crimes are up from 2022 to 2023, 2024, and 2025. It says by July of 2025, there's been over 995 crime reported. That's up from 652 in the same time period in 2024, 518 in 2023, and 590 in 2022.
All according to Cincinnati Police Department crime stats.
It says the crime is up 31% over the 4-year average.
What happened? What happened from back then to now to make the crime just go so higher?
I'm not gonna lie. I think it might be the woman police chief.
You think that
She's being sued right now.
Well, she didn't get on there yet. She didn't really grill the people who was doing it that bad.
Boy, she talking about, it makes it hard to do our job. Lady, if you were doing your job and had people down there, we probably wouldn't be even talking about this.
And then I don't see how social media should affect the police investigation. Y'all should go off the facts, not off what anyone on social media is saying.
She's mad that people are having racial outrage, probably.
Yeah.
People are saying racist stuff. I mean, we've been seeing it grow on X.
Yeah, it's been crazy on X.
It's been crazy on X. It's almost toxic, in my opinion. I love X.
Dang.
If they seen they could have just pulled up the videos from the stores that was around. But they was downtown with no police officer patrolling. That is a problem, bro. They need to start doing
Friday
that.
night, like in Lafayette, Friday night downtown, there's gonna be lots of police officers on horses and all.
But out here in Houston, it don't really be like that, though.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't.
I don't understand why.
I don't know. I feel like police are everywhere when there's a lot of people.
I say Washington Street, but downtown Houston by
I don't really know.
R&B.
I don't really go out too much anymore these days. I wouldn't know.
But yeah, guys, pray for America. It's getting evil, and Jesus coming back soon, y'all.
We didn't do it with Matt Walsh.
Oh, where was it?
What that nigga said.
I'll be honest though. Based on our coverage this year, New Orleans woman police chief.
Yeah.
This woman police chief.
L.A.
Well, did they have woman police? It's a woman fire chief in L.A. I'm gonna keep it 100. When you put these women in charge, there seems to be a lot of mismanagement, and I'm not trying to downplay, sound misogynist and downplay women's ability to lead, but this is woman in male fields, in my opinion. I think these
Police
type of
chief,
fields are male dominant for a reason.
I think that makes sense.
Like I would trust a male cop. Like if I call people for a disturbance and I need defense, I want some dudes pulling up.
That's fact.
That's not a crazy thing.
And the same way to fight the fire, my house on fire, I want some dudes pulling up.
Yeah, you gotta drag you out of there.
I need some men to come do what y'all do, brother. We gotta keep it 100. And I don't say that to downplay women's ability. Look, and he said the 3 largest cities in Ohio all have women police chief. Columbus, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. That is crazy. There's a lot of crime in Cleveland. Damn.
Rough, man.
Hey,
It's
man,
rough.
this just another example of women in male fields.
I think we gotta stop sparing people's feelings and get safe in multiple ways.
See, this is why I say we need more men being men. Because we got women trying to be men. And we paying the price of it.
Well,
shit.
You know
Sorry,
who's
y'all.
pushing
Excuse
that,
my
though.
language. I'm not pushing it. I'm against it.
We know.